Today I'm going to show you a few blues licks that you can hybrid pick. Now I've had a few requests for this. It's tricky for me to teach because I don't actually think about it. I've never really worked on it in a structured or conceptual way. It's just sort of happened in my playing. Perhaps it's from playing solo acoustic fingerstyle guitar as well as classical guitar, and perhaps jazz. I use it in a jazz context where I want all of the strings to happen at exactly the same time, particularly like a piano player. But these licks will help you get a feel for the technique as well as just a bit of fun. Let's jump into the first lick. All these licks are in the key of E minor. The tab and backing track is available on my Patreon page if you want to subscribe. The link's in the description. So with the hybrid picking thing, I have my pick between my thumb and first finger, and I often use either the middle or the third finger. In this case, it's a really simple idea. However, we've got the middle finger hitting the E note, so 12th fret on the E string, and we've got the pick plucking the G string, sliding from the perfect fourth, which is our 14th fret, into the flat 5. And then we're plucking the root note with our middle finger. It's a triplet pattern. And you can even see there my dismounts, what I call the dismounts. I have a habit of just really using that middle finger. It's more of a sound kind of thing than a need for like I can't pick it. It's just what I hear in my head. I also do this thing where I use double stops and I might use the pick and the middle finger. That kind of thing where the notes are happening at the same time again. Let's check out the next lick. So this lick starts off with an upstroke with our pick on the minor third, and then a downstroke on the perfect fourth, which is our 14th fret of the G string. And then we're going to pluck the root note with our middle finger of the right hand, or left hand if you're left-handed. And that sequence then continues through the minor pentatonic scale, just moving down to the next string. Same thing, but we've got a shift from the 15th fret to the 14th fret. Same thing here. And you can finish it wherever you want. Now this is a little bit of an extension of another lick I did in a different video. I'll link it below. However, we're going to extend it with a little bit more range. So this is the idea. So the idea is that we've got a drone note happening. It's going to be 14th fret of our D string, which is our root note. Still maintaining that classic position 1 box that we love. And the note that moves around is going to be plucked with our right hand middle finger. Right, so you can take this anywhere. In the video that I recently did, I just went from the minor third to the fourth, the flat 5, and then to the 5th. However, we can take it all the way up. Now this next one's a little bit tricky. We're going to be doing a triplet pattern, but really we're playing groups of 2. This is kind of a rhythmic displacement thing. A little bit tricky, but let's jump into it. So there's really only 3 things that we need to be learning here in terms of notes. This is the first one. And I'm plucking this with my middle and third finger. We're at the 12th fret G and B, which is our minor third and perfect 5th. And we're going to be hammering on to the major third with our middle finger. The next thing that happens is 14th fret D, which is our root note. And then we're going to hit the perfect 4th and the major 6th. It's both in the same fret, the 14th fret, and we're plucking it with our middle 2 fingers of the right hand. Now that's a cool lick in itself. But if we want to get that rhythmic displacement, what we're going to do, we're going to add in the root note again after that second shape that we played. So check it out. This is what it is. Now this was taken from John Mayer's version of Bold as Love. He plays a real cool lick at the end, solo there if you want to go check it out. So it's important to feel that triplet pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and start off with little groups. Don't try and repeat it over the whole 12 bar blues. Just do 1 bar at a time and then slowly build up that to 2 bars and then 3 bars. And then so you ultimately have endless control over how long you want to go. So hopefully you got something out of that and gives you a different sound and a different concept to work on. Really try and get those licks in time and happening with the right hand, as well as maybe change the key and maybe work out some different positions. There's some string skipping stuff. There's some stuff where you use both fingers, and there's also some stuff where it's just nice and repetitive, as well as that tricky lick where it's rhythmically displaced. The tab and backing tracks will be available on my Patreon, as well as isolated licks with the tab underneath. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.